Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today I'm gonna be creating this holiday glam that you guys see. So on Instagram, you guys asked me for a few more holiday glams. So here is me creating them. The first one is on my Instagram, so I'd go check it out on there. It also has a tutorial. So like I said, go on there. Instagram will be right here. But without further ado, let's move on and get right into it. Okay, so I'm gonna just start by using my P. Louise base. My P. Louise base is in the shade Room Noir 2. So I always use this to prime my lid, being that it is a base, so I'll conceal my brows and then I'll go in with the P. Louise. And the brush that I'm using is a Makeupshack T43. You guys can use my discount code Erika and you guys can save 20% off. So the palette that I'm using is from the Makeupshack. This palette has not launched yet, so I'm not gonna show it to you guys, but you guys can at least see the colors of it. I'm going with the Makeupshack T33, and I just start by patting it on. I always pat on my colors first, and I'll go in with the darkest shadow that I'm gonna use, and then I go in with my next shade, and then the one that would be my transition last. Personally, if you have a hard time blending and stuff, I would not recommend you do it this way. I would recommend that you do the transition first and, you know, move your way to the darkest shadow. So now I'm going in with the Makeupshack T67 and like this, I wanna say like burnt orange shade, and I just do the same thing, pat it on and, you know, slowly, not necessarily blend it out like circular motions, but kind of like pat and like swipe to blend it. Now I'm just going in with the Makeupshack T4 brush and with a lighter shade, and I'm just adding that on top same way and kind of blending that out. I'm just gonna cut a half cut crease with my P. Louise and a MAC 248, and I can't talk at the same time, but I just pat it out, and then, you know, kind of the shape kind of comes out, if that makes sense. I don't like swipe the line or swipe the cut crease. And the reason the color like changed was because I dragged at one point. If you load enough product and you just pat it on, there should be no color change. And next, with a Makeupshack T52 brush, I'm gonna pick up this like it's like a bronzed shimmery shadow from that same palette, and I'm just gonna apply that above the P. Louise and where I blended out the edge. And I'm using the same brush, I just flipped the brush over and I'm just patting it on. Now with the Morphe Slate liner, I'm just going to apply that on, like, not a full wing, but, you know, a short, if that makes sense, like just to the edge of my eye. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I lost my train of thought. If you guys haven't tried this brush, I definitely recommend it. The fact that it's like a silicone tip makes it hella easy for you to apply glitter, and then at the end you just use a makeup wipe or a napkin and you wipe the glitter off, and that's it. You can use it again. Now I'm gonna go in with some Luxie lashes in the style Flossy. Yeah, so you guys can see it's kind of like crooked because I've already used them, but these are lashes I'm going in with. So with some tweezers, I'm just gonna grab the lash like so, and I'm gonna go straight in. I always apply or press on the middle first to see you guys, can you guys see how it actually stayed? I press down the middle and then I tug on the edge and place that in place. And then I go in and push the inner part. So my favorite glue to apply lashes with is the Duo adhesive with the green packaging. I don't like the ones that, the other duos that are like the little squeezable ones, because I found that when they dry, they don't dry clear. I mean, personally, I think the first one I ever used was this one, but I've seen people use the other ones and I'm like, your shit's messed up, girl. Like, have you ever seen when someone applies it and then like they blink or something, or they look up and the glue like touches the top of their lid? Well, homegirl, that shit's gonna dry black, not clear. So I just like to take a wipe and clean this bottom part up. You know, we get fallout sometimes. And I don't come up here and like take it straight up, because if you do that, you'll like create that sharp line. Not everyone likes that. I don't mind it, just this is not, I mean, that line is not what I'm going for today. So I try to keep it like minimal when I'm cleaning it up. Now that that's done, I'm gonna move on to my face and I'm gonna just start by applying some moisturizer. I like to use the Maro Batiscu moisturizer, and I just press that all over my skin. Now I'm going in with the Too Faced RX Hangover Primer. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, I definitely recommend you do. But oh my god, guys, like the other day I was having a bad day, and you know, I've said before, like when it rains it pours, because sometimes I feel like, you know, we have bad days and everything just ends up going wrong in your day. So I don't know, I was not having the best day, like I said, and then I get this notification on my phone and it says like Too Faced tagged you in something, right? Like Too Faced tagged me in something, and I was like, what is this? And then I go and check, and they had reposted one of my photos, and I was like I literally like did not know how to act. I was like, oh my god, they reposted my photo. So when it rains it pours, and at the end of the day there's a rainbow. So that was my rainbow, and I was in disbelief, because if you're a makeup fanatic or if you even know anything about makeup, like that's big, you know? I said that's big. I don't know, it's just, I was very humbled to be reposted by them. And to me, it's amazing, you know, when brands notice you, and I was just like, tear. But yeah, just wanted to say that because it like made me super happy and beyond proud of myself. Moving on, I'm gonna apply my NARS foundation. You guys always ask me what I use, and it's the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation. I mixed 2 shades to get my shade. This foundation is about $50, so it's a little pricey, but definitely worth it. And this one also has a dewy finish, so if you're oily, I don't recommend this one to you, but they do have a matte one, so I'd recommend you try the matte one. But yeah, this one's like more for dry skin. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that onto my foundation. To my little palette. And then the way I like to apply my foundation is by using a beauty blender, and I like to use the Makeupshack beauty blender. So I'm gonna go ahead and wet this, and I'll be right back. Okay, and so then I always put the foundation at the bottom of the sponge, and I just pat that on. To be honest, this is probably the only beauty blender I like. I don't like the Morphe one. Sorry to Morphe, but I don't like the Morphe one because I tried it out and I felt like it was taking so much of my product onto the sponge versus, you know, applying it onto my face, and I didn't like that. Also, I don't know, I felt like it wasn't really squishy. I felt like it was really hard, even though I would like really, you know, wet it. So didn't love it. I tried the NYX one, that one's cool, but the only thing was that it ripped on me like, I want to say like 3 weeks in, and I was like, what the hell? So I really liked it. I felt like it was good, except like I said, the only bad thing was that it ripped within like 2 to 3 weeks. So that was fun. What other one have I tried? I haven't tried the actual, you know, beauty blender, the main one. Personally, I think whatever they're charging, it's like $20 something for a beauty blender is like not worth it. this one is perfect for me. Like I said, I feel like it does not take, you know, all my product onto the sponge, and it actually applies it onto my face. So that's why I like it. And it's squishy, like I said. So yeah, that's why I like this one. It's not $20. It's way cheaper. I think it's like less than $10. So you can save an extra 20% by using my code Erika from the Makeupshack. But this is not sponsored. But you can use my code. I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. It's in the shade Natural Beige. Just gonna apply it like this, nothing crazy. I really hate, unfortunately, no shade to anyone who does this on Instagram, but I really hate when girls like do all this crazy stuff, because realistically, I feel like, you know, someone who's really trying to learn how to do makeup, it's not gonna help them, you know, to think that you have to apply concealer in all these crazy ways. Now I'm going in with the KKW Beauty in shade 5. So I don't know, I feel like for people who are starting, or, you know, just someone in general who just wants to know how to beat their face for a day, I think it's hard for them, you know, to try to follow like a little Instagram clip from someone who like did something crazy with the concealer. Because then they'll be like, damn, I gotta do that. So I mean, no shade, but I just feel like, you know, realistically, that's not how it is. So the way I apply it is literally just the normal way, I think. I really don't mean to offend anyone. I just feel like I just wanted to say that. Like I said, I'm always, if y'all know me, I'm very blunt, and I like to be honest, because personally, if you're trying, the way I see it, I want to help people, you know, actually learn. And I'm going to be realistic with the way it is. I don't want to, you know, I get why they do it. You know, it's just for like the views and stuff, but realistically, will that help or confuse someone? And I just blend this out with my beauty blender. Also, another thing, if I ever promote something, it's because I actually like it and not because someone's paying me to do it or anything. Because I've unfortunately had it before where I would buy something because someone said it was bomb on Instagram or on YouTube, and then I used it and I hated it. And I was like, what the? I just spent my hard-earned money, you know, on a product that sucked because someone was paid to say this is bomb. So I feel like with my page, I'm not trying to be like that. I'm never going to use a product and promote it and say it's bomb when it's not, just because I got paid for it. And I don't know, that's just, I feel like the more honest you are with people, the more, you know, they'll actually like you because you're you and you're not, you know, being fake. So, I mean, like I said, I get why people do it. They're getting paid, but then it's gonna be in a situation like the one that I was in a while back, where I would buy shit, I would buy things, and it wasn't worth it. You get me? Like, what if it's someone who really, you know, lives paycheck to paycheck, and one day they actually want to buy something good for themselves, they want to treat themselves, you know, and then they're unsatisfied with what they bought because someone said it was good and it wasn't really good. Now I'm just blabbing on, but I'm gonna go in with my RC Amino color powder. Love this. You haven't tried it, recommend it. And this is all with my beauty blender, so I'm just gonna apply some of that on my little palette, and then I'm gonna pick it up and go in. And literally I just do this all around my face. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my MAC Pro Longwear Pressed Powder and with a Makeupshack T7 brush. And I'm just gonna, like this, pick it all up and kind of just go in on my face. Okay, so now I'm going with the Silhouette Contour Palette from the Makeupshack. And if you guys have not tried this palette, I definitely recommend it. So what I like about it is it has like all these shades. So one, if you're a makeup artist, I feel like this is perfect because you can contour and bronze, you know, with all one palette, and it has a bunch of different shades. So personally, I think it's perfect for, you know, your clients, because you don't have to have a bunch of different bronzers. Oh my god, I need to sneeze. You don't have to have a bunch of different bronzers. So I'm gonna go in with the Makeupshack T21 brush, and I'm using Bronze and Sunkissed. So it's these two, and I don't know. I just like the way those two, you know, look on my face. And then I just, rude. I just start blending that on. This has been my go-to palette since I got it, but because I honestly like the shades. I don't know, I just feel like it's easy. Next, I'm going in with the Makeupshack T44 brush, and with the same two shades, I'm just gonna add some color to my nose, just so that everything flows. I mean, I guess in a sense it contours my nose a little bit, but it's not like a full-on contour. I just feel like everything looks good when it flows together. You know, there's color, the same color all around your face versus just on your cheeks. Put this palette away. So the way I am, I consider myself a very clean person. So whenever I'm doing makeup or whenever I'm doing my own makeup, I always, once I'm done with something, I put it away versus just leaving it there. I don't like a mess, and clutter really annoys me because it makes me frustrated to see a bunch of things. So as I'm going, I'm cleaning my mess up and putting things away. Next, I'm gonna highlight. If y'all haven't tried this Master Chrome Concealer, I definitely recommend you do. I think it was only like 10 bucks or less. And this one is in the shade 100 Molten Gold. So I'm gonna use this one for today. I'm gonna use the Makeupshack T50 brush. And I'm just gonna pick that up. And apply that on. I really like a pop-in highlight, so I kind of go heavy with it. Now with the Makeupshack T8 brush and going back into that palette, but like I said, I can't show it to you guys just yet. You guys don't have to wait. I'm gonna use the shadows that I already used and, you know, just apply it underneath. Now I'm going in with that next shadow, which was the second one I had used. And it's still with the same brush. Now I'm going in with the Makeupshack T14 brush, and this one's like a little more pointed. And I'm gonna go in, but I'm gonna keep this one closer to my lash line. Now I'm going in with the Milk Makeup Mascara and just applying that underneath. I don't like to apply mascara on my top lashes because, I don't like it getting into my fake lashes, my falsies, because to be honest, if you think about it, if you put on unless you put it on before and you let it dry, but I don't like doing that. My lashes also already kind of curl up, so they'll blend. But like I was saying, if you put mascara into your falsies, you're kind of gonna take away from the fact that if you wanna use them like 20 times, they're probably not gonna last you until then, because you know you've been adding mascara, unless you're like cleaning and disinfecting your lashes. Well, I mean, I guess it would work, but I kind of just like to leave my lashes clean and then, you know, disinfect them. But I just don't like it. My lip liner, I'm using the MAC lip liner in the shade Strip Down, and just lining in my lips. And I also like to bring it in a bit, clearly. Okay, now that that's done, I'm gonna go in with the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Sand. And I know this shade is kind of like concealer looking. I learned this from Mitchell when I took his 2-day course. So you just kind of do this first. I know it's not blended, so don't judge it. Don't judge it yet. So, kind of like I'm trying to give it time to dry. And then I go back in with my pencil. I'm gonna use the MAC 6 Plus, but this one has the pink light or whatever. I'm gonna shake it well to make sure that it all is in there. This one has like, because of the pink thing, it has like a pink reflex. So I really like it. If you don't like the pink reflex, I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't recommend you use that one, but instead use this one. All right, hold up. Before we cut this video, I'm actually gonna show you guys the palette. It is about 10 p.m. already, and obviously I did my makeup this morning around 9. So today I hung out with the owner of the Makeupshack, and so I did see that a few people have already shown the palette, so I guess it's okay for me to show it to you guys. I was afraid to show it and, you know, show it prior to actually coming out. But if I'm correct, it's already online. They just haven't released it, you know, as the release date. If you guys aren't ready, like, let's get a little drum roll. A nail drum roll, because I really don't want to break my nails. And ta-da! This is a palette. So this is the new Makeupshack's palette, the Nightfall palette. So I know you guys, I didn't show it to you guys earlier, but I'm gonna be showing you guys right now which shades I used. So let me just open this baby up. All right, so this is it. This was the first one I used, and then this was the second, third, and then this one and this one. And yeah, guys, like, let me tell y'all, this palette is super pigmented, as you guys could see in this tutorial. As I went on and did my makeup, like, it was popping. So definitely love it. So when it does launch, I definitely recommend you guys go purchase one. You can use my discount code Erika for 20% off. You don't have to, but you can. And yeah, this is the palette. So like I said earlier, I was just afraid to show it because I was like, what if I post this like video or upload this video and the palette's not even out yet? So now that I know it is gonna be out, y'all can go get your own. All right, well, thank you guys for watching my video. This is the final look. Obviously now I'm done like changing and everything. So I hope you guys found it useful. Oh, by the way, before I go on, if you guys ever see this little like stain on my hand, that just means it's my dip brow, because whenever I do makeup, I always like put it on my hand. And I noticed that in the last video, I also had it on here, meaning I didn't clean off my hand. But I mean, once I do, it starts coming off. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it useful. I know that these aren't common colors, but honestly, I wanted to do something that I haven't really seen. I mean, like in the sense of the colors. So I was like, you know what? This is gonna be my next, or my second holiday glam, being you guys asked me for a few holiday glams, and you know, I'll obviously do some more simpler ones. But yeah, so this is my next holiday glam. My first one I did record, but it's only on Instagram, so if you haven't seen that one, I'd go check it out on there. Instagram will be right here. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on this video. My daughter keeps trying to like come out in the video. Anywho, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know your guys' thoughts and what kind of videos you guys want to see, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.